Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Cobra Kai. We're now on to episode 8, which is called Molting. Last episode, we had Daniel versus Johnny, yet again, basically discussing the All Valley tournament. Johnny wants to enter the Cobra Kai in this tournament, but he found out that there's been a ban on Cobra Kai for life because of the things that went down in 1985. We won that, and now the kids are going to try to get into All Valley, but we also saw that Daniel has taken on little Robby as an apprentice. He's finally got someone to practice karate with, and it's turning out to be a little bit more of a bond than Robby initially anticipated, to the point where he's finally tried to drop his horrible friends and got them basically caught on camera trying to break into LaRusso Auto, which will hopefully keep them at bay for a while. But of course, the point being that he chose the path of righteousness, if you will, over his old patterns. So we're going to get into this episode right about now. But before we do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you like it and you'll think of hitting that thumbs up button. It really helps me with the algorithm. And hopefully you'll really like it and think of hitting that subscribe button as well. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming. And if you haven't subscribed already, I hope that today is that day, because we just hit 8K the other day and I cannot wait to hit 10K, and I'd love it if you were there with me. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into this episode right about now.
You've done your best. You're ready for this tournament, am I right?
Yes, Sensei!
Wrong!
Oh, jeez.
Are you losers?
No, Sensei!
Are you nerds?
No, Sensei!
Are you sure?
No, Sensei!
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God. Nope. All right. I remember watching this the first time around and thinking it'd be super fun to hang out at a junkyard just to destroy stuff. Something wrong with you, Johnny. You should not be enjoying this. I love her. I'm so happy that she's still here.
You know, it's bad enough that this monster is teaching kids. Now he's somehow convinced the All Valley board to let Cobra Kai back.
Daniel, let go. Breathe, boo.
And you fix his car for free. I don't know, man. I say we get the car back. You know, I could find out where he lives.
Whoa, calm down, good fellas.
Cobra Kai will never change. Promise me you stay away from the kids who are associated with it, right?
Okay, small footnote. My boyfriend, kind of in Cobra Kai. Got to the star pupil. Is that a problem, Daddy-O?
Is that Daniel LaRusso's daughter?
Yeah, you know Samantha?
You dating a LaRusso?
Ooh, he says like it's a swear.
Dutch started throwing milk duds at him.
Sounds like Dutch.
Why would you do that?
Cause it's an alpha move, man. Babes love when you treat them like crap.
And that's Allie's fault for dating a guy who that's the first impression you got from him. He was always a jerk. But I'll let her pass because she was like 16.
But then Daniel LaRusso came to town.
Sure, it was Daniel's. Look at his little mouth macho. He's so cute.
Oh, yeah, right. That's gonna solve everything.
That's
LaRusso
civil.
kept butting.
Go on.
God, Billy Zabka is so fine when he was
Lost
young.
my new in business. Out of nowhere, the guy sucker punches me.
Oh, we're gonna forget about the fact that you were harassing him first.
LaRusso wouldn't leave it alone. At the Halloween dance, I'm sitting there minding my own business. He douses me
This
with the
part is
water
true.
hose.
Daniel could have left the status quo. This was the one part of the movie I was like, Daniel, why would you do this?
Try to put an end to things that night, right?
You and your friends.
A karate master of his own. Guy comes out of nowhere, jumps and assaults me and my friends. I think my buddy Tommy got brain damage because of that fight.
No, he was brain damaged before. Mr. Miyagi went there because Ja was going to keep bullying him like a bunch of psychopaths. But it's interesting, though. I like that they're showing that everyone's got their own perspective on how the story was told, right? I'm sure if Daniel told it directly, he would probably put a lot more things on Johnny.
All right, the reason I'm telling you all this is because you got to watch out for the LaRussos.
You're gonna talk about, well, I mean, he did have the worst introduction to his to his kid, and the worst, you know, with the whole car accident thing. But still, she's 16.
I'm sorry, cuz. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Where have we heard that before?
Hey, be nice. He just made a mistake.
A mistake is forgetting to
This
lock
is such an
up.
Italian mother situation.
What do you want, Lucille?
Whatever you want. I will go into that kitchen and I will make it right now.
Forget it.
Wow.
If you're going to the kitchen, I'll take another yoo-hoo.
Okay, you know what? Come on, LaRussos, pull it together. Let's breathe. Ma'am, you married an Italian boy, okay? You should know this is the way it goes with the mothers. But I don't blame her. You got to stand up for yourself once in a while, because otherwise Italian mamas will run right over you.
Yeah, I got a couple Hot Pockets. I'm good.
Ew.
That sounds like the opposite of good.
Disgusting.
Want to join us?
I ate way too many of those in junior high, and I look back and wonder what the hell I was thinking.
Well, I would, but...
No buts. My dojo. My rules.
She catches on quick.
Gracias al Señor.
Sorry, I forgot that they prayed. Johnny's like, I have never been religious a day in my life.
I hope he doesn't get hurt.
Mom, I told you there's referees. You can't get hurt.
What?
At least not permanently.
Thank you. Let's be honest. This is a fighting competition.
You live in a nice house doesn't mean nice things are going on inside.
Amen to that.
I really like these bananas.
Plantain.
They're called plantains.
Plantain.
Sam, I really need you out here. Mom and Grandma are about to kill each other. Come on.
Sure, I'll be right there.
Pull the grandkid card.
Nobody, just smell out, partner.
Damn. Sam.
I moved on long ago. You can't let the mistakes of the past determine your future.
Take that to heart, Johnny. Look at your cesspool. Please clean it up. It's a roach motel. Come on. That's a good boy. I knew you had it in you.
I'm actually going to the mall with Mom and Grandma.
Oh, that's good. Just text me if there's any bloodshed. Robbie, give me a hand with this one.
I have money on your mama.
Well,
Don't mess with the Bronx, baby. I'm not even from the Bronx. I'm from Canada. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Tree? What tree? Where are we going?
Don't worry.
Let's go.
You'll see.
I love that both Johnny and Daniel have very similar training styles and don't even realize it. I mean, obviously one's very emotional, abusive, and damaging, but this whole idea of kind of putting these kids into crazy situations and then telling them later.
You hear that? I want you to close your eyes and just listen.
It's true. Forest sounds are some of the most soothing in the world.
This is what Miyagi Do karate is all about. Come on.
Poor Robby really does need peace in his life. Nothing but turbulence since he was a kid. Oh, look at this shot. It's so gorgeous. This throwback to the movie scene where they're on the boat. Him and Mr. Miyagi. And then this nostalgic music. Ah, it takes me back. Every time I watch an episode, I want to watch the movie again.
But when those bad feelings all weigh you down, you gotta search inside for the good stuff, you know, and just
balance it out.
Then you could find some balance in your life.
Mr. LaRusso, I need to tell you something.
Let him talk.
Sure. What is it?
Come on.
Thanks for teaching me.
Poor kid. He's so scared of losing this connection that he's built. One of the first pure, honest ones he's had in his life, where someone doesn't want something in exchange from him. That he's scared it might all go away if he finds out the truth.
I'm telling you, it's not just on my mind. Sam was acting weird the other day when her dad walked by.
What's so sad about Hawk is he's totally repeating the behavior that he was exposed to, and he knows how it feels. So why would you do that to someone else? Zoom in. Let's see if it's actually Ralphie.
You need my money.
I never needed your money. It's just the only thing you had to give.
Damn.
Goodbye, Sid.
You didn't think he'd hit you with that deep stroke, did you? Oh, that feels good. It feels good, doesn't it? Standing on your own 2 feet, Johnny.
Oh, delicious. What are you talking about?
See, they're fine. Wine solves everything. Everything.
Making dinner.
Ah, your mom made her famous.
He's like, wow, moms who actually cook? I've never seen this. Oh, Robbie. This makes me so thankful once again that I had a really, really good mom. Oh. You think he would know that if she doesn't even call him her boyfriend in front of her father, maybe you shouldn't stop by?
No, that totally counts as lying.
You have to tell him about the incident.
I mean, it looks bad, but truthfully, if you trust your girlfriend, you should ask questions and not assume. But Sam was in the wrong here, though, because she is hiding him, and that doesn't feel good to anybody. There is absolutely nothing okay about this.
Consider this a message from Daniel LaRusso.
See what he said about not using his name? Do y'all not remember the story about how he said he fought Johnny in a karate tournament?
Burn in hell.
There it is.
Where did Daniel LaRusso live? In Cedar Hills.
What a little... Daniel's wife was right. Louis a problem. Just because you skinfolk or kinfolk don't mean that you skinfolk, and it don't mean that you should be spending time together. You know what I'm saying? The way things escalate unnecessarily, but in a way it happened because, as I mentioned before, Daniel, just assuming that Johnny is still the exact same person, carrying around all this disdain for him. Again, this does not excuse what his cousin did, because that was completely out of line. But again, I think if Daniel was taking the actual Miyagi route, which Miyagi would have told Daniel if he was still here, why are you even creating all of these problems for yourself? Like, this man's got Cobra Kai going. Okay, that has nothing to do with you directly. You fix this guy's car, you put some good karma out in the world. Like, leave him alone. If Daniel had just left him alone, he wouldn't be going through any of this. But Daniel's seeking this out because, as I've mentioned many times throughout this series, he still has a lot of resolution he needs to settle. Not necessarily from Johnny. He just needs to learn to really let all that stuff go that happened in the past, because it's in the past. It can't be changed. And Johnny, whether or not he's the same person, shouldn't even matter to Daniel anymore. He's got a great life. He's got a great wife. He's got 2 great kids. He's got a fantastic career. He's got all the things that most people work their entire lives for. So why would he seek out problems with a former nemesis? But anyway, another great episode. Again, we see that, you know, with this whole Miguel and Sam thing, how their sins of the father, right, are trickling down. Miguel thinking that he can't see Sam because of this situation with him training under Johnny, which isn't completely wrong, but also, he hasn't even tried to talk about this or figure it out. He's just taking Johnny's word for it, which I get it as a kid, but again, you should always question things that seem strange. And conversely, we see with Sam actually bringing out really valid points to her father about, like, why are you just assuming that these kids have to be bad if they're training under Johnny? Like, you know, she's not speaking about the beef that her dad has with Johnny, because that happened before she was even born, but it's like, these kids are like my age, like 16 years old. How could they possibly have anything to do with this? How would they know that this is what they're signing up for, right? They probably have no idea about your history. So why are you lumping them into a category with Johnny? And that really should have made Daniel stop and think. But of course, with the grandmother there backing it up. And of course, grandma's going to have some feelings about it, because that was her baby boy that she saw get bullied. And I'm sure it's bringing up some very visceral feelings for her as well. But again, the recurring point being that both Johnny and Daniel refuse to just have a conversation and see what's been happening over the past 3 decades since all this stuff went down. But even beyond that, just recognizing that maybe they don't really know each other. They never had a conversation in the first movie, right? They literally started fighting like that. What we saw the flashback in this episode of when they first met, which is when Daniel intervened with him basically trying to force Allie into a conversation she didn't want to have, right? They've never talked. They just kind of went into nemesis mode right away. And if they sat and talked for 2 minutes, they would realize that their stories are quite similar, actually, with the exception, of course, of Johnny, you know, living a rich life. But both didn't really have a father figure in their lives. Both looked for that and found it in a sensei. And well, yes, Johnny was trained to be a bit of a jerk, but honestly, outside of that, him and Daniel are actually remarkably similar. And they're both very stubborn, as you can see. But I like how at the end, you know, things were kind of getting to this nice zen point where Johnny was finally starting to move forward. I love that moment with his stepdad where he hands the money back and he's like, I'm standing on my own 2 feet for the first time ever, really? And of course, he just gets this horrible setback almost immediately because Daniel's cousin thinks he's helping by going, old school, like, New York ghetto on him? Like, I don't even know what you would call that. But now, of course, he involved Daniel in this when Daniel would never have sanctioned anything so childish. And here we are. We're back to square one and having this rivalry rekindled after, I mean, it's never really been completely doused, but it was definitely on the road to getting healed. And now it's back up in flames. So love this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and we'll see you in the next episode.